Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Happy Friday and hope you had to enjoy your Friday so far. So, thank you for tuning in to listen to our Go Live today and who will be listening to our replay later on. So, today we have such an honor to be able to invite one of the most successful business owner in our community to our page to share with us about her online journey with this digital business and how she have overcome all the challenge along the way. So thank you very much, Sis Karen, for accepting our invitation to be here with us and sharing your experience with our audience. So we are so grateful, Sis. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me here today.
So before we start, let me just introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Kim, and I'm originally from Vietnam. I came to Canada at a very young age and been here since over 40 years now. I'm in Toronto with my husband and teenager's daughter. I'm a software engineer by profession, and now I'm also running my own digital business as a side hustle too. So far, I really enjoy the journey, and I have learned a lot of skills and gained a lot of knowledge along the way. So now, yeah, let me just pass it on the floor to Sammy for her to introduce herself. Go ahead,
Hello,
Sammy.
everybody. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful Friday. I'm so excited to be here with Kim and I, especially with our lovely guest, Karen. Thank you so much for, coming to our page and sharing your experience. My name is Sammy. I live in Ontario, Canada. Originally, I'm from Iran. Back home, I was a dietitian. I had two jobs, and then I got married, came here to Canada, and I started my new life here in Canada. I have two children. Both of them are in university right now, and I also have a puppy. Back then, this amazing opportunity did not exist. So in my brain, in order to stay with my children and spend time with them, because I was alone, like most of you guys that came, to another foreign country, in my brain, if I could find a job at school, I could spend more time with them. That's why I kissed goodbye to my career and I started something new. I studied and I have postgrad in behavior science, and I work with the special needs students in high school for 17 years. And recently I started, not very recent, about a year, I started my side hustle that this is this amazing online business, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. Karen, could you introduce yourself to our viewer and tell us about you, who Karen is? And yeah, stage is yours.
Thank you, Sammy, and thank you, Kim. So my name is Karen Nguyen, and I'm also in Canada, but I'm on the West Coast. So I'm here from Vancouver, BC, and I'm a mom of two, 20-year-old and 17-year-old now. And I've been running this online business for almost 6 years now. But prior to that, I actually owned and operated a small dental lab. It provided our family a very good, stable income. But it's just a problem was it was just taking a lot of time away from my kids, and that was not I guess the life that I imagined for myself when I became a mom. Like I wanted more time with my kids. So that's when I searched or I looked for other ways where I can still provide a good income for the family, but without sacrificing all of my time. And to be honest, starting an online business was not on my list at all because I did not have any, I guess, tech background or skills or social media account or anything. But by God's grace, I took that leap of faith because I knew that in order for me to have what I've never had, I had to be willing to try something I never tried. And this has been an amazing journey. It's taken me, to provide it for me and my family for so much more than I'd ever imagined is possible. So yeah, so all I have to say is just that it's been amazing to be a part of this online community and this business.
Thank you very much, Karen. So, since you have mentioned that you already have experience with a traditional business, which is your dental lab, um, so can you tell a little bit more, like the difference, between your dental lab and this digital business that you have been running for like almost like over 6 years now, and how do you decide to really completely focus on your digital business instead of just running both in parallel?
So it's almost 6 years, not over 6 years. It'll be 6 years in August. So with my dental lab, you would say that it's a traditional business where it's a hands-on. You have to, I guess, physically be there in the lab to do the hands-on work, and that's why it took a lot of time away. Whereas this online business, we all know that the internet, is flexible. It's 24 hours a day, and with automation, with system, I'm not working on it all the time. I'm only, so when I started this business about 5 years ago, I was still working the dental lab full time. And that's one of the things what I love about this business is that it's very flexible. And many of us here, started out as a part-time side hustle, like you mentioned, right? So most of us still keep our full-time jobs so that we have that financial stability or security. And we're just building this on the side to the point that one day the income can replace our existing job, which gives us the choice and the freedom to quit. So I actually had that privilege, or that was very grateful for that I was able to have that choice, and I did choose. So last year I closed down my dental lab because I'm, focused full time on this. And the other main reason was just I just wanted more time for my kids, because even though this business doesn't take a lot of time, but if I'm running both businesses, it means that I'm still not having the time with my kids. So then I chose to close the lab so that I was able to have more time with my kids and my family.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, I really wish to also be able to quit my job in the next few years and just focusing on this business as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
still here.
Sami.
Sorry, I know I'm frozen, but I'm here, and as you know, I'm listening, and I'm 100% here. We keep telling our audiences that this is a great opportunity, and we get lots of questions. We try our best to answer, but now that we have an expert here, I'm asking you one of the most the popular questions that we get every day almost. People are saying that. Could you explain it in your own word that how you make money? You keep saying that this is an online digital marketing, but how you guys make money? Could you explain that for them?
Okay, so I mean, it is a business. So in any business structure, there's got to be a product or a service that is provided in order for that business to generate income. So in a similar way, with our business model, you can look at it as an online franchise. So we are sort of like the franchisor, and if you come in and join our business program, it's almost like you're buying the franchise, the right to our business model. So with that comes along with our tools, our trainings, our system is provided for you, and you as the owner will operate that business, but you will have full support from mentors and coaches. And through the business, it's just that through the affiliate marketing, through the social marketing, you're going to be bringing, other business partner that joins you. And through that effort, when they join, obviously, if you're going to buy into a franchise, you need to invest money to buy. You can't start a business for $0. So when people buy into this business franchise, they're making that investment, and then you as the mentor or the sponsor will earn the commission, because it will be you that's going to help this new person set up their business. So that's how we're made. So there is a product in our system as well. So it's just not, you're just not learning, the skills only, and that you're not actually promoting a product. We are not promoting any products, but in our business model, there is a product that when someone joins a business, they have the option to, invest in that product as well. And that's how they're going to earn money as well. So I know it seems, because it's just a new way of doing business, not your traditional way where what most people do is, maybe a cell phone case, you advertise, people like it, they go to your website, they click, they buy, and that's how you make money, right? But with our business model, it's a combination of both affiliate marketing and the sales of products. So it's all in a combination of one. And it's sort of, that's all I can say, is that you do make money through the affiliate program, but also through the product sales. But if you're truly interested, take the next step and join the community and get all the details, because at the end of the day, you can't start a business if you don't know everything. And at the end of the day, you're not going to know everything until you do your due diligence and actually think. Because I mean, that's the beauty of our business too, because if we were to explain to every single person that reach out, we would not have the time. And that's not why I got into this. And we're not trying to sell anything, right? We're just offering the opportunity. That's why we're leveraging social media ads. That's why we're leveraging our system. That's why we have videos and replays that teaches, that shows, that talks about exactly what we do. And all of that will be disclosed to you once you join our community and get to know what it is. And then that's when you make the decision, once you have all the info, whether yes, this is something for you, and you want to move forward and start the business, or hey, you know what, this seems great, or but it's not for me, then you can continue on. But at least you know what this business model is about. So I see the most common mistake that people make is that without getting all the details, they seem to just assume or come to a conclusion that we're just like, everything that's out there. So because of that, they're just, like selling themselves short, or they're missing out on an opportunity, because there's just so many opportunity out there. You just won't know what is the right one for you until you have all the information. And that's why we host these live webinars, so you can come and watch and learn. And then just to get a glimpse of how the online system work, how the online space work, how sales funnel work. And then if that sparks curiosity in you, then you can take the next step and really dive deep into the community, and really get all the ins and out, and get to know what our products is, and get to know what our system is, and get to know our compensation plan. Get all of that detail before you make your decision, because you can't make a decision without information, or you can make one, but it will not be the right one because you don't have all the information.
Thank you so much. That was very in detail, Karen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to add on a little bit on that. Is because I have a lot of leads asking me like, why don't you send out all the information that I need to know before I make a decision? But why I have to pay the $149 on top of it, right? So can you kind of explain to our audience the reason why we have that
That
149 fee?
149 is almost like our system sales funnel of filtering out. Like I said, you know what? The thing is, when things come for free at no cost, people are not going to value, and they're not going to seriously look at it, right? So people are just like, yeah. But then when you are investing in something, like when you're paying for something, you're going to value it more. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for serious people that are looking for an opportunity to make a change in their lives. Yeah, right? It's not a get rich quick. Don't get me wrong. You can make very lucrative money on this, but it's going to take dedication. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort to build up that, you know what? I didn't get here overnight, over 1 year. It's over 5 years where I get to where I am today. Right? So that it's a way that we filter people out, because if you send everything out so for free, you're not going to get anybody, because like it's just another opportunity. But because we do give you the free webinar that actually walks through everything already, just enough info whether you want to get more info or not. And if you do, you pay that 149. But that 149 is refundable if after getting the info you decide it's not for you. So you're still not at any risk of losing that 149. But even though, yes, for you on the other end, I understand it's still a risk, because honestly, we're still strangers. You don't know us. Like, I can run off with your money and that's fine. But honestly, we don't get rich, or we're not making tens of thousands or a six-figure month income with 149 a dollar. Okay. So that's just the honest truth. But I know it's still a risk for you. But if you have to put it out there, it's like, even though it's a risk, but that 149 has the opportunity, has the potential to help you earn 10,000, 20, 30, 40, or even 100,000 a month within 3 to 5 years. Is it worth it? You know what? You go out for dinner, it costs you probably, you easily spend $100, $200 on a nice dinner. But the 149 that can give you that opportunity to make a change. See, I feel like that's the thing with people. Like they just want instant gratification. They're okay to spend 14, 1500 on a new phone. That's great, but that phone's not going to generate any money. But to spend 149 on an opportunity that could change your life and generate money, but they don't do it because yeah, because you're not going to see that instant gratification. Buying that phone is instant gratification. It's like, yay, I got a new phone, fancy, cool. But spending the 49, they still have to go through the step, through the process. So it's a way for us to filter out serious people. That's all it is. To be honest, I'm not looking for just anybody, right? I'm looking for something that is truly wanting to do this, and I'm willing to help and guide them, given that they're committed to it. So it's just a way where we filter people out.
Right. Yeah, thank you very much, Karen, for such a detailed answer. So, since you are in the business for such a long time, can you kind of share with us, like, the challenge that you have faced, and how did you overcome those challenges along the way over the years?
Yeah, definitely. With like anything in life, there's always going to be ups and downs. Like what people see from the outside is just all the glory, all the big thing. But of course, we go through all those challenges. So as I said, I guess started with still working full time. So the challenge was finding the time, right? So I used to work till 12 or 1 in the morning in my lab. And then I would stay up 1 or 2 hours till 2 or 3 in the morning, doing my business. That's the sacrifice I did to get to where I am, right? So I did not just do nothing and get to where I am. So that's the sacrifice I made back then in terms of time. I started with a skeptical husband that did not believe in online. Like, back then, everything online, people used to think it's a scam. But even though I was hesitant, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or it's going to work for me. But I knew that if I tried, at least I'm not going to look back with regret. So I convinced him to let me do it. But thank God that everything worked out, because this is, after 5 months, I was starting making 10,000 a month, and then after 8 months, it was over 20,000 a month, and the money was there. So he has to admit that it's real, it's legit. And at the end of the year in Canada, here we get the T4, which is the income that we have to declare for tax purposes. And he's starting to see the system work. So then he believed in the system, and then he helped me with it as well. So overcoming that is just in the early days when he didn't believe it, was challenging because I couldn't talk about it. I couldn't, let him see me do the business. And it was difficult to be excited about something where your spouse or your partner is not on the same page. But then, because of my why, wanting more time with my kids, I still push forwards, because I know a lot of people, when they come into the business, they're super excited to start it, but then they'll have a skeptical husband or a skeptical wife or spouse, and they say, oh, it's a scam, and they get scared, they pull back, and then they don't start because they let the other person influence them from following their first intuition, their dreams, right? And they're holding them back. So something you just have to ask yourself, like, those, when you come across those things, like, there's always going to be naysayer, there's always going to be people that's going to say negative thing, but we all have that intuition in us, right? That little thing that sparks and make us excited. So hang on to that and follow that intuition, follow your dreams, because that's what's going to get you through the hard time, because seeing that bigger vision. So for me, like I said, up and down, but what kept me going is that knowing that if I, every time that I do something or overcome something, I'm getting one step closer to where I want to be. Like, there is no one giant step that's going to get you from A to B. It's always going to be progression. And along the way, there's going to be good moments, there's going to be bad moments, but keep your eyes on the prize. As one of our amazing leader in the community say, is like, keep your eyes on the prize and don't get distracted by, other things, or, get dragged down by the negative, because every time something, an obstacle comes, it's just an opportunity for you to learn and to grow, right? So maybe that's the universe's way of pushing you to go beyond yourself, to be ready for something bigger, because you're only where you are right now because you're only living up to that. But now, if you want something more, you have to grow yourself so you can receive that abundance. So that's why every time an obstacle is there, it's just a challenge, it's just a lesson for you to grow, so that you're able to, receive the abundance. That's all. So, like, at the end of the day, it's just that if you know your why, and if your why is big enough, you will find your how, and you will be able to overcome obstacle. But if your why is not big enough, your hunger is not there, as soon as you hit a little road bump, you're going to throw in the towel and give up. So it's just like anything in life. It's just you just have to persevere and commit to it, and you will see the success at the end of, the road. Whether it's 1 year, 2 year, or 5 year, but I always believe that if you keep going, you will get to your destination.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. Yeah, the same thing with me. Like when I first started this business, I also have a very skeptical husband. Like, and then when I got the product delivered to home, and then when he saw this product, because I didn't really mention to him at the very beginning that I'm going to start my own business, but when he saw the product that I kind of invest for myself and my family, he started asking about it, and then I have to kind of tell him what I'm doing, right? So he was like, like giving me all those things behind the scene, that you know what, like you have to let me know things, be why you have to invest such a into those products, it might be a scam, blah blah blah. Those kind of negativity, right? So I kind of stop him right there, not to give me, because I kind of give myself like a time frame, like I have my goal setting up, and then I told him like, just if you help me, I'm going to be grateful, but if you're not, like just keep quiet and then let me focus and do my own things, right? Like my why is pretty big too, so I don't really want anyone around me to give me such negativity, so I can kind of fully completely focus on my business. So that's how I started my journey as well. And so far, like it's not only for the money. Like when I joined this business, is for the money, yes, but later on I found out that I have grown into my I have grown, I learned a lot, and I for the personal growth is I just feel like it's much more, that it's worth much more than just when I just came and just looking for the money, because now I found that I'm a better version of myself as compared to before. Yeah.
I just wanted to, yeah, I just want to say it's so weird that you cannot see my face impression, see how, excited I am when I'm talking. But as Kim said about product, because the product that we are talking about is top of a notch, right? And something that Karen, you don't know about me, that I'm dealing with health problem for a while. And that was the way I was looking for, because I was at home, I'm on sick leave, and I was looking for just not even online business as some kind of extra income. And this opportunity came along and I'm so grateful I took it. I just wish I took it before. And the product, believe it or not, I'm using the product and my health is much better. And a couple of weeks ago when I went to the doctor, my doctor said, what in the world are you doing? So, I mean, this business, it's a blessing. When we say it's a blessing, I always tell people, because there are lots of online opportunity out there, right? But for this, yes, it's about the money. Money is good, but the community. Look at you. You even don't know Kim and I. And we know how busy you are, and we're trying to wrap this up, but you spare the time with two people that you don't know, because that, and you guys, and then on top, teaching us the same thing, teach us to be kind to each other, help each other, and let each other grow. And I really appreciate that. I don't want to take too much of your time, but if you could just wrap it up for us, any last, advice to the people that are following us and they're still waiting, and how they can get in touch with us.
Okay, I guess to wrap it up, if you're still watching us here today, that means whatever each and one of us have said have really resonate, or or really hit that pain point, that deep desire that you want, but you're so afraid of going for. Because most of us, we all have desire, we all have dreams, right? We all have goals that we want to aspire, but often we limit ourselves. We sell ourselves short because we're afraid of the failure. You know what? It's like there was a quote said, there's no such thing as failure. It's just a lesson to be learned. And that's how you're gonna grow, and that's how you're gonna gain experience and knowledge, right? So all I want to ask you is just ask yourself, why are you here? Why you're still listening to this, or why you keep coming back to Kim or to Sam to check them out? Because I think there's something inside that's nudging you to give it a try. But then the other side is afraid. It's okay to be afraid, right? But just take baby steps. So the first baby step is just to register. And watch the 149. And if you have a question, reach out to whoever is it that you register with. They will guide you there. That's how we all started, right? Just as scared and unsure as each and every one of you probably watching us right now. But every time you do get scared, just go back to your dream. It's possible. You always have two choice. Our income is this big and our dreams this big. You have two choices, whether you shrink your dream to the size of your income, or you can choose to grow your income bigger. And with just so many things going around the world, I believe that we all need a supplementary income, or we also need a backup plan, because we've all witnessed what happened over the last few years with the pandemic, and we all know that nothing is guaranteed. So even if you have a job that's been 20, 30 years, that could still be taken away from you over, something that's outside of your control. So that's why I believe when you have something that you actually own, you have control over it. And then you can, it's better for you, it's better for your family. And I know that at the end of the day, money is not everything, but unfortunately, money is where a lot of our stress, a lot of our pain stems from, right? So I know that if you have that financial peace of mind, then you're just going to be in a better place. You're going to be a better mom. You're going to be a better wife. You're going to be a better friend, because you're not constantly being burdened by the financial stress. And just like Kim, many like myself, when I came here, obviously looking for the money to solve my problem. But when I came here, what I've gained was so much more than that. And I'm truly grateful for that. So all I have to say is that, take this leap of faith. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. And at the end of the day, there is really nothing to lose, but so much to gain. So step one is just to register and watch the free webinar. So it doesn't cost you anything, maybe about 90 minutes of your time. Step two is pay the 149, which has the that's one thing that can totally change your life for, drastically in the next 3 to 5 years, right? But then again, no risk, because you do have that 30-day refundable if you ever find this is not for you, because we totally understand. It's for me, for Kim, for Sam, and for over 200,000 people in our community. But who knows, it might be something that's not for you, but at least you've given yourself that opportunity and checked it out before you say no. So that's all I have to say, is just give yourself that opportunity to get the detail before you say no.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Karen, for all the information that you gave to our audience today. So anyone that are really interested, just like Karen said, you just have to give your name and email address below in the link that we're going to send to you in the comments. And then, yeah, we just have to move from there. And we're going to send you all the information. And then you kind of listen to that webinar that Karen mentioned. It's going to take about 90 minutes of your time, and then from there you can make a decision, either go for it and pay the 149, or not to go with it. So it's really up to you. You have to give you guys a chance to be able to have a better life later on.
Very
Okay,
good.
so thank you very much, Karen, for being with us today. Thanks, Sammy, for being my co-host, and then see you guys next time then.
Have
Thank
a great
you.
day, Annette. Bye bye.
Yeah, enjoy your Friday. Bye now.